Got friggin' tons.
Rhodes Farm in North London, one of only a handful of residential clinics for anorexia sufferers in the country. It treats children up to the age of 18. It's mainly filled with girls, but recently it's been taking an increasing number of boys. Warren Fossey is just 11 years old. He's been in the clinic for 7 weeks and is halfway through his recovery programme.
Well, obviously when I first came here I was a bit upset. Just felt real bad. I thought anorexia was like a devil because it just wants you dead in the devil's hell and
torturous.
Yeah, you feel like you may end up, you feel like hell.
So it's playing on your brain. So I draw a brain, and everything in your brain, it keeps thinking food, get lower. At the end of the day, that's the only thing which is affecting you. If you didn't have a brain, then you couldn't have anorexia, if you imagine it.
But if you don't have a brain, you're dead.
Exactly.
A few weeks ago, 15-year-olds Declan McCabe and Simon Metin were dangerously close to death themselves and must now face up to their anorexia if they are to recover.
Because it just kills you. It makes your life a misery, and you just want to die most of the time. The Grim Reaper. And it's like also a skeleton, which is what it wants you to become.
Yeah.
You feel like you don't deserve to be in this world most of the time, because you just like, if you can't enjoy food, you can't enjoy life, and if you can't enjoy life, you might as well be dead, really.
Yeah.
There are 22 children living in the Rhodes Farm clinic. Most are referred here by their GP and funded by the NHS. Treatment costs £345 a day. 1 in 10 anorexia sufferers is male, but it's a well-kept secret. Nobody expects it to happen to boys, and they find it hard to get diagnosed.
Is it manorexia or something they were saying?
They were saying on the telly, they called it manorexia.
I find it quite sexist.
Dieting is seen as something girls do. If a boy loses weight, it's more likely to be attributed to other causes. It's a delicate balance of trust, and as Dawn and Mike arrive to take Declan home for the weekend, he's worried that they won't be up to the job.
It's miserable, because he misses going out with you lot.
With each visit home, Declan has been gaining weight more rapidly than his plan, and it's making him anxious.
Don't, Declan, come on.
He's put on a little bit more weight than he should have, hasn't he, Mike?
I think it's a couple of things. One, like you were saying just then, every time we come home he's consistently gained, and we're only talking 0.1 of a kilogram, or indeed the last one was 0.85 a kilogram.
Nothing, is it?
And they said that's acceptable. Everything we're doing is as we should be, but Declan seemed to feel that we didn't have as much control as we were saying we had in the kitchen, so therefore he felt, if I go home another weekend I'm going to gain even more weight.
Maybe he thinks the nurses are better in the kitchen than we are.
Which obviously they are, but he has to at some point relinquish that and start trusting us.
That's Simon there, did he know?
But that's home life, and Declan has to know he's got to get back to it.
It's a reality check. He's got to face it at some point. He can't stay here forever.
I don't think boys are trying to be thin so that they look good in their clothes and so that people look at them and say, aren't you slim? Which I think that's the reason that many girls want to be slim. But I think that they do think that to be very fit, they need to not have any body fat.
Declan, Simon and Warren's idea of therapy is scrapping with each other and playing pranks. They've formed a close bond to help them through the stresses they face.
3 musketeers, Warren, Dexy, Simone. You know that's true.
Simon has not been in the clinic as long as the other 2 boys. He's physically more fragile and his recovery is still in its early stages.
You there?
Despite the bravado on the surface, Simon is still firmly in the grip of anorexia. He still isn't eating properly, and despite his complaints that the girls are preoccupied with calories, Simon is obsessing too.
I can't believe what these people are doing. Today we went out to go to Details to have some fun, and then because we did about 2 hours of
the exercise, they gave us cake to replace the calories we lost. It's just like having extras, but I can't believe it. I've gone over like 400 calories today. It's just too much. If I knew, I wouldn't have gone. I mean, today I felt like I wanted to kill myself after that bloody piece of cake. It's just like too much.
Simon is waiting to go out for the day with his dad. For the first time in 6 weeks, he'll eat a proper meal away from Rhodes Farm. This is a crucial test for Simon. If he does well, he'll be allowed home for a weekend like Declan.
I go out with my dad at 10 o'clock and we go wherever we want until 6 o'clock, but at lunchtime we go to a restaurant and eat a meal together. I like going out with my dad because I've recently gotten really close to him now. It's a lot of fun going out with him now. Before, I never went out with my dad alone, and when I was back at home he got really cross with me for being moody and everything, but now he understands. But we sorted that out in family therapy, and now I've started going out with my dad by himself a lot more.
These early outings can be as difficult for the parents as they are for the child, and it's important that expectations aren't too high. Under the rules of Rhodes Farm, Simon has to choose his own meal and eat it properly in a reasonable time.
I know that we had that at Rhodes Farm, we didn't like it. Yeah, we had that one, we didn't like that one.
The trip out is not just about eating. Simon's relationship with his family is as important for his recovery as his relationship with food.
It was fine with my dad. He was great. I thought I'd struggle a bit with the meal, but I didn't struggle at all, really. I hadn't eaten pizza with him for like 2 years, really, or a dessert. And I saw him like struggling a bit with the eating, and so I told him he didn't have to eat a dessert. He shouldn't like force it because I'm eating one, and it was okay.
I did it. See you.